Martin's Test Shaves. I've just come from the kitchen downstairs where I've done a 1-stone honing on this rather nice antique wall Solingen Gong razor. So before I start, I'm going to treat myself. This is the last, yes, the very last of my famous Deer Tallow sandalwood base from our dear friend in Louisiana. Yes, it's an Eric the Cajun Blades wonderful deer tallow soap. It's all I've got left. I gave some away as samples, and that's all I've got. Anyway, it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful aromatic soap. Very kind as well. So a quick, very quick lather up. I won't bore you, I won't keep you long. Well, I hope I won't. Yeah, so I'm going to attempt to do pungent. I don't know how he does it, but he manages to make soaps which are so luxurious. Anyway, yeah, so only 8 minutes on the last little video to kill the edge, which wasn't damaged, by the way, to kill the edge on the Gong and give it quite a reasonable honing on a little coticule. The coticule, this, by the way, is a badger brush and it's crap. Absolute crap. Far better off with synthetic, in my opinion. Not that my opinion counts so very much. Anyway, let's get our lather going. Yeah, so let me get back to the Gong. Yeah, sorry I had to make it so brief. My phone has a mind of its own and I just decided to cut out as I was summarising the final end of the video. And technically I'm totally inept, so don't ever expect me to do clever edits and things. I'm not a Sean Staplefield, nor am I a wonderful cutthroat goat, who is, again, extremely good at adding music without getting clobbered for copyright. And I've no idea how he does it because, as I said, I'm technically inept. However, I'm going to call that near as damn it, even with a crappy little brush like this. I'm sure there are wonderful brushes out there, badger brushes, but this isn't one of them. So, that's a good 2 days of stubble. So this is a reasonable test. Let's now grab the razor. Again, always find something to dry your fingers on. It's such an obvious thing to say, but I have done it in the past. I think we all have tried to shave with fingers covered in slippery soap. Not very wise. Here we go, chaps. Absolutely glorious. Yep. It proves my old adage that you're really not ready for a shave until the hanging hair test passes both lengths of the hair. The easy part of the hanging hair test is when the blade is cutting into the little grains, so to speak, of the hair. But the hard part is running with them. But this one has passed. Yeah. Beautiful. No hesitation at all. Right hand going across to the other side of my face for a change. So we're also doing a right hand shave today. Yep, no problem at all. But then I'm right-handed. The dominant hand is much easier to train. So really that's all we have to say. I'm going to watch a few more videos if I've got time today. Long haul tankers back on the scene. Hooray! Leon is wonderful. So are all the others. I'm neglecting everybody. Dear Greg Gallant, I'm missing so many of my friends. But anyway, I'm sorry, I've been doing other things. But the weather is now breaking here in sunny Sussex. We're going rapidly now into colder weather. So I'm not out slinging so much. One more quick pass. This is probably the worst brush I've ever tried. It's very soft. Doesn't stab you in the face. It doesn't bring up a lather. In fact, I'm going to throw it away. That's it, it's gone. Let's now go back to a proper brush. Or better still, a really proper brush. This is a 30mm Yaki synthetic. And this has never let me down. Let's see how it lathers. So it's nothing on it, just plain water. And automatically it feels better. Yeah. Feels better, but will it lather better? I'm not giving it much of a chance. That actually feels better too. Let's give it a quick whiz round. I've only got this little bowl. This is the little sample pot from Eric. Well, it just feels better on the face. So I think that's cured me of ever trying anything else other than synthetic. Sorry to be boring, but if you found something that really works, like straight razor shaving works. Imagine there's people out there that haven't tried it. Yeah, that's crisp. I don't know if you can hear that. This is the second pass. Right-handed only. So that's a right-handed path on the left side of the face. Josh did a wonderful video entirely shading with his right hand. So let's also do my more natural side, right side of my face. Turn the razor round, do a buffing pass. There's nothing wrong with this razor. And I'd still put it up against any modern razor. Isn't that amazing? So smooth. There'll be no irritation, no risk, and no animals were hurt in making this video. I'm going to call that a day, guys. The sun is shining, it's now midday. I've restored and honed another razor and shaved with it, so I'm rather happy. You can make as many passes as you like with a razor, by the way, and this is just a 2-pass shave. You make it a 4-pass, make it an 8-pass if you want, but that'll do me. So thanks very much to Eric. I always enjoy his soaps. I always enjoy the honeysuckle. Absolutely knockout. So there you have it. I'm going to wash all this crap off my face. There she is. That has got Walled Solingen 2633, Solingen, Germany on one side and Gong razor on the other. The nice panel. The panel is still there. I imagine once it may have been gilded, but it's still there. It still says Gong razor, made in Germany. Don't know what date it is exactly. I'm guessing probably just before or just after the Second War. Hopefully there'll never be a third. But that is pretty astonishingly good. I'm not going to bother you any longer. 10 minutes 19 seconds is quite enough for me. What I will do is throw some decent, let's put this one on for a change. This is the John Froome Splash. I haven't used the soap. This is just the splash. I'm rather tempted to use this one because it bites. And that was such a good shave, I want to make sure. Not too bad at all. Doesn't bite. Well, that's a proof of a very good shave. That's a vicious aftershave splash. Almost pure alcohol. A little bit of nice scent. There you go, guys. That's it. Martin's Test Shaves over and out.